In today's video, we are making the easiest, cheesiest, deep-fried mozzarella balls you have ever tried. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of More Seasoning. I am your host, Farnum. And before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you guys for 147,000 subscribers. If you have not done so already, please scroll down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's get this to 150,000 subs. Seriously, we're putting content out every week, fire recipes that you guys can make at home. But let's get back to the video. Football Sunday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, I've got the perfect, easy, most fire, bulletproof side dish you could ever make. It is deep fried mozzarella balls, and just watch the B-roll. It speaks for itself. Let's go. All right, so the ingredients for these cheesy ass mozzarella balls are fresh basil, fresh parsley, a white onion, fresh garlic, mini mozzarella balls, Parmesan cheese, eggs, garlic powder, red chili flake, oregano, tomato paste, hand crushed tomatoes, San Marzano, trust me, do it. Panko Crumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, and flour. And I forgot oil to fry, so grab a jug of canola oil or vegetable oil, and that's it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is start out with our breadcrumb mixture, and we're gonna start with equal parts panko, equal parts Italian breadcrumbs, about 3 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then a couple big pinches of salt and black cracked pepper. And now we mix. In a separate bowl, we're gonna crack in 2 eggs, and then we whisk. And then our last bowl is just 1 cup of flour. All right, so now we're gonna prep out our mozzarella balls. Start with a few at a time. I usually do like 3 or 4. And the first thing we're gonna do, make sure they're patted off. We're going into the flour, get a nice light coat, shake off any of that excess. Then we're going right into the egg wash. Go ahead and roll these balls and make sure we get egg yolk all over every part of the mozzarella ball. Go into those breadcrumbs. We're gonna roll them around, throw the breadcrumbs on top, pat it down. Then we're going back into the egg wash, give them another roll, make sure it's completely covered. And then we're going back into the breadcrumbs one more time to get a nice thick coat of those breadcrumbs onto your plate. All right, I'm not gonna make you guys watch all this, but we're gonna go ahead and coat all of the mozzarella balls, and then I'll tell you what to do after that. Let's go. All right, so the last thing we gotta do with these, pop them in the freezer, and then we're gonna make our homemade marinara sauce while we wait for these to cool down. Let's go. All right, and the last prep work we have to do is just a few fresh veggies, so we're gonna start out with a white onion. So you're gonna take the top off, slice it down the middle, peel away that outer layer. We're gonna run a couple cuts through the middle, then some vertical lines, then we're gonna hit it with a cross chop for some nice cubes. Scoop it up into a bowl. Cut the butt off your garlic, give it a smash, peel that shell away, and we're gonna hit it with a rough chop and then into a fine chop, scoop it up into your bowl. All right, and the last thing we're gonna do is just finely chop some parsley. Cut the leaves from the stems on your parsley, then we're gonna roll them tight, hit it with a rough chop into a fine chop, scoop it up into your bowl. All right, at this point, all your prep work is done. We got our mozzarella balls in the freezer, our vegetables cut up, we're gonna make our sauce, and then we're gonna fry those balls. Whoa, let's go. All right, so here we are at the stove, and this is what your setup's gonna look like. We have got our dry spices, our tomato sauces, our fresh vegetables, a deep sauce pan. Next to that, I have my fryer. If you don't have a fryer, fill up a deep pot 3/4 of the way and heat it up to 350. And next to that, I've got a baking sheet with a rack. All right, let's get the marinara popping. We're gonna add a couple tablespoons of avocado oil. Once that oil is hot, in go the onions. Oh my eye. No, I'm just kidding. All right, once those onions start to soften up, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil, and then in goes our garlic and some red chili flake. After about 30 to 45 seconds, we're gonna mix in a heaping tablespoon of tomato paste, turn that heat down, and go in with about half of this can. Give it a mix. All right, so basically for the next 10 minutes or so, we're gonna let this sauce simmer. I'm gonna add in about half a teaspoon of oregano and our whole basil leaf, and then we're gonna add some salt and pepper and give that a mix as well. All right, so we're just gonna let this sit for another 10 minutes on a low simmer, and then right before it's done, we're gonna add some parsley in, and then we'll fry our balls. So T-minus 10 minutes, let's go. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. We're gonna add a little shot of oil and our parsley, stir that in, and our sauce is good to go. And don't forget to pull out that basil. It's about that time. We have got our cold, shriveled mozzarella balls. Time to go into the fryer, let's go. All right, it's fry time. I've got about 20 right here. I'm gonna do batches of 10, and then we drop. The best part about frying the mozzarella balls, set a timer for 2 minutes and they are done. It's time. Woo, baby, let's go. Wow, I'm gonna shake these out, make sure all that oil drains, and then we're going right on the pan. Sheesh. that looks nuts. And now we're gonna drop that second batch. What? Ah! And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I think you know what time it is. B-roll, let's go. All right, it's the time you've all been waiting for. Without any further ado, welcoming back in T and Lou.
Yo.
Here. Come on, Lou. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Everybody grab a ball, give it a dip. I like it chunky, you know what I'm saying? 3, 2, 1.
That flavor kicking, for real.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, 5 out of 5.
No,
Right
you
now,
gotta
right
wait, you gotta wait.
No, right now.
That hit, I need another one. First it's the sauce and the crunchiness, then the cheese comes in, all in one. That's a good mix, I like that.
Good, all the extra flavors you put in, the garlic, the onion, everything. It's really delicious.
Listen, I don't smoke weed, but if I did, this would be what I'd be craving.
The low-key, you don't even need the sauce. I like the ball by itself.
There is flavor in the ball without the sauce. The breadcrumbs, that Parmesan, that Italian mix. Fire, right, dude? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Gas, premium, diesel. That's a good ass cheese ball.
I like the presentation too.
Does it look beautiful?
Amazing, quite ravishing, I say.
A ravishing presentation.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't pay $6 for an appetizer like this. I pay like 12, bro.
Whoa!
It's delicious.
Why does Terrence look like a pack of Newports right now?
What the f?
It's because he's smoking.
Ooh, you smoking.
Alright.
You little sexy.
Hey,
I was
yo.
talking to the cheese balls, bro. I'm not kidding. Like, I could just eat that shit by the spoonful. That sauce, just call me Sauceton Powers, you feel me? Oh, there's one left. These have been sitting out for about 10 minutes, so the cheese pull won't be as good as it could be. But, I mean,
Let me get in the middle of
come on. Come on. Come on. Bruh. All right, so we literally just killed 20 cheese balls. I'm sure that's not good for our guts, but hey, star scale. Lou?
I already told you, 5 out of 5, baby.
5 out of
You
5?
broke the scale, you gotta get a new scale. 5 out of 5.
See?
that. I'll give it a 5. For like that, I'll give it a 5.
Right, like what else could you get? We're talking crispy, flavor-packed, a chunky, beautiful, deep sauce to go with it. This is clearly and easily a 5 out of 5. All right, boys, I appreciate y'all putting my balls in your mouth.
Huh?
Let's do it again sometime.
Whoa! Terrence. She won't stop barking, so she's on the show. There you have it, the most flavor-packed side dish you are ever gonna make. Seriously, so easy. Let's amp up Thanksgiving. Let's amp up Football Sunday. This is one for the holiday season. It's easy, it's amazing, it's cheesy. Hey, if you made it this far, scroll down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until next week, we out. In today's video, we are making the most I want to say it every time. We are getting easy, cheesy, breezy. I'm a piece of shit. All right, so the ingredients for these fire mozzarella. I say fire every time. No, hell no. Stop. George.
Yeah, I got a piece on the cheese. Okay.
Ladies and
gone. It's all gone.
jump back in here, T. These have been sitting out for at least 10 minutes, so like the cheese pull isn't gonna be.
Whoa. That been